Welcome back to Combat Mission Battle for Normandy. This is the sticking it out scenario. Okay, now I've got a confession to make here. This is the initial setup that I've made. What I've come to realise, I've had 2 attempts to play through this, and both have ended really badly. Now, with perfect hindsight, I would say, even in trees, it's a 17 pound is a big gun, and there's something to be said for this not giving you a lot of concealment. Okay, now there's 2 points to make about that. The first is, on a kind of doctrinal level, if you look at Commonwealth doctrine from North Africa, the assaulting troops would carry picks and shovels into combat, into the assault, because it was realised that it's one thing seizing an objective, but once you've seized the objective, you've got to be able to hold on to it. And German doctrine was always to immediately counterattack, get together whatever forces they could and counterattack. Unfortunately, in this scenario, there are no foxholes; they're not available, which obviously makes things a little bit difficult. The second point is, I tried putting an anti-tank gun here behind this hedgerow. Now, these hedgerows are a little bit more substantial than they look. You'd think that somebody could just vault over one of these hedgerows. It's not possible to do that. They're a bit thicker than that. Even behind a hedgerow, you're getting spotted and taken out before you can fire off a round in reply. Now, you can get tanks skylining, moving up onto a ridgeline, skylining on that ridge, and they will spot and hit you before your gun will even see them. They can see them, but they can't target them, which to me is very strange. The only way to do this, to cover the open ground, would be to put 2 anti-tank guns behind this bocage. I think that bocage will give them a little bit more concealment, but obviously then you've got them too close together. One decent mortar barrage is going to take them out. Plus, if they're that close together, you'll lose the benefit of having a flanking shot. The idea behind placing them here and here is that they have a different angle of attack, if you like, onto any armour that's coming across this open ground. And you use your anti-tank guns as at least as pairs. You don't use them singly if you can avoid it, because they're much more effective when you use them as a pair. So there are 2 basic fundamental issues I've got at this point. One is that there are no foxholes to give a little bit more concealment, and secondly, I'm not convinced with the spotting is where it should be. An anti-tank gun should see a tank quicker than a tank spots the anti-tank gun. They should at least, and again, it comes down to that issue I think I've talked about before, where you can see something but you can't target it, which I just don't understand. As a consequence, either I could play this through again and just basically lose this anti-tank gun in about the first couple of minutes, and maybe lose that one. I mean, I'm not convinced that that one's going to survive all that much longer, and I don't think that would be all that great a game to watch. Or I can use this as an opportunity to try something a little bit different and try to position them in a different way and have a different strategy, and use it as a learning experience. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to reposition 1 or 2 things, try a different strategy and see how that works. And welcome back. I've changed 1 or 2 things. I've brought these anti-tank guns in a position to cover pretty much down this road. They can, if there's armour leading, they can come in across this area here, down this road, down that road, and then breaking through this wall here. The rest of it is going to be impenetrable for them unless they use engineers to blow a way through, which is doubtful, at least with the AI. Everything else is on hide. left everything else pretty much where they were, apart from the ammo loaders, the ammo bearers. Everybody's on hide apart from the forward observer and the sniper, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, the idea is simply to let the armor, if there's armor there, to let it come onto us, and then take out infantry, try to pin it down with the heavy machine guns and infantry fire, and then call in artillery. That is the plan. As I say, trying to defeat them with ranged anti-tank guns over this sort of distance, it just isn't going to work, because you just do not have any sort of real concealment. As soon as the anti-tank guns get spotted, they're dead. It's as simple as that. So I'm having to essentially fight them within their positions, which is kind of a little bit strange, but I mean, you can see here that there's just infantry hiding behind a wall. You know, they're not even having the basics of digging in basic positions, which is, it's not really historically accurate, but it is what it is, and you just have to deal with that. Gotta press the button, obviously. We get caught out by having to press it twice. I'm playing through this as if I've never seen it before. I've seen the first 2 or 3 minutes, but that's as far as I've gone with it. These first few scenarios are really all about understanding the game system and how the game system works and where its strengths and weaknesses are. And I've certainly learned that you can't really depend on concealment as much as you'd like to think you could do. Get nothing happening so far. Nothing I can do here, but just there's an hour to go, so there's time for the attackers to even the AI to put up a decent attempt. But having the anti-tank guns forward like that just plays into their hands. Let's see, we have armor moving up. Panther. Now, as you can see, that's a long way away from these trees and the hedgerow, but they can take those out straight away from those positions. So that HMG, which hopefully is on hide, well, yeah. These guys deployed the weapons actually. Yeah, that's fine. Now what I'm gonna do here, if I can remember the I'm just going to try to put some 3-inch mortar fire down on there. More than anything, just as an attempt to get them to button up. I think they're unbuttoned. I doubt I'll have time before they start moving, but so 4, 5. So a lot of panthers. I can see why I was not too keen on losing 17 pounders straight away. You have to bear in mind those 17 pounders are, I think, 77mm guns. Those are really good guns that can easily knock out a panther or even a tiger. Whereas on the Wolverines, the M10s, you've got a 76mm gun in an open top turret, so they're much more vulnerable. So a lot of panthers queuing up here, ready to go. Nothing I can do for the time being. Hopefully that sniper's going to start taking shots, but see, they're starting to cross this ground now. He's not taking a shot, but I'm going to leave him to his own device. I don't want to force a shot, because he's right next to the forward observer. And I don't want him to start taking fire unnecessarily. If it's a good shot, he should take it on his own. That's 7 so far. Let's just see, that's 880 meters. That's a long way to be hitting targets. That's 8 tanks spotted so far. See, it's a lot of panther tanks. What is that? An assault gun. Great, that's landing short. Infantry coming up behind them. I mean, there's a lot of panther tanks. What, it's got 5 panthers? How much I can do? I'm not sure where his infantry's coming. Hit the button again. Well, you know, that French mortar fire, at least if they are pushing up infantry, is going to catch them too. Might just separate the infantry from the armour. 2 assault guns. Looks like they're leading with the assault guns with the infantry in support. Those assault guns are just kind of standing still. Not really sure what they're doing at the moment. Yeah, they're moving again. Well, the Panthers are overwatching and assault guns are leading. Maybe infantry, although it's... Is that a wheat field actually? Is that... Yeah, I suppose they could be concealed in that wheat field. That's a lot of tanks. Let's see if this has the effect I'm looking for. Oh crikey, they're starting to move. It's too far back. And it might still catch an infantry that's moving up. Ah, there's a lot of armour coming across the open ground. Is it starting to get these guys to button up at least? Nope. Oh, it was close to that one, surely. Doesn't seem to be having much of an effect on them. Meanwhile, this guy's gone all the way through here. Here, what have I got going on here? No, I've got this AT gun. I can just wrestle with this, the controls here. Just want to get that in a better position where it can move forward. And I don't think that's going to work as a flank shot. Nah, I don't think I'm going to get a line of sight onto that at all. Don't have any definite sightings on the infantry. It's just a bit vague. Oh, looks as though that's the infantry pushing across, maybe. Actually, yeah, I'm going to need to just adjust a couple of things quickly. Okay. Just want to match those two anti-tank guns up a little bit so that they're not going to be acting independently. So slowly grinding these guys forward. I've got those two 17-pounders plus there's two Wolverines plus Pierts. I'm not sure how much I'm going to get out of those Wolverines though. But definitely that thrust is coming down this my left. I'm going to have to look at shifting this Wolverine a bit over here into this. See if we can get a keyhole position here. I mean, they could come burst through this wall here. Oh, Pierce in this. If I'm not mistaken, the pier here is in the house, which is not much good. Just want him to get into an ambush position there. Let's check what kind of can ambush. What I want to do here with this guy is just get him into that sort of position there. Not an awful lot of movement. See more stuff coming through there as that fence went down. Those Piet guys are running into position. Hopefully they'll have a line of sight of something through that bocage. Have to check that out next time. No aim point. All it's just going to have to do is the best. You can try forever to puzzle out the best position or a workable position. Hopefully that will provide a decent position. So bringing Panthers forward here. Still not much going on. Not sure what's happening with these guys up here. There you go. Is that 2 Panthers? Yeah. No, they're going to go down that dirt road and then pull onto here. No, they're coming. It's what I expected, really. He's going to do that. Now I'm hoping that he's not going to be able to spot that that first ATGM. I'm probably going to have to turn that off, actually, the covered arc. Because in all honesty, if... Oh, I've got that wrong. Because if he comes across stage, he's not gonna. If he doesn't start shooting, he'll spot him straight away, knock him straight out. So I don't really have the option of being able to do what I'd like to do, ideally. It's like some infantry. Yeah. What's going on with this infantry here? Half tracks. Interesting. As if I didn't have enough to deal with. This is getting a bit too heavy machine guns. Okay, I'm gonna have to make life a little bit difficult for these guys if I possibly can. And it's not looking like I can make it really that difficult for them. I really don't want to be giving it that. Didn't I just say that on my line site? Oh, that's so frustrating. Well, forget it. That's something else I can't do. The line of sight restrictions, honestly, just it just makes it so difficult and needlessly difficult. I can do something like this. Point target. And just hope that there's not an awful lot of scatter. It's about the best I can do. Probably not going to have much of an effect, but see what's going to happen here. Is that at £17 going to hit it? Got a penetration at least. Another penetration. Looks like we got it. Looks like we got it. Let's go right from the beginning of that one. As it comes onto the road. That was a miss. And there you have it. Take that out from the other angle. And that got it. That's £1 for down. Don't keep hitting that. Reload for this one coming up. Are we going to be able to take them out one at a time? What's he gonna do this one? I don't want him to. I want him to arrive one at a time. I don't want him to. I don't want there to be too many targets for the guy to have to look at this. 3 of them coming at once. It's going to block in their way a little bit. They're going to have to go around. Now in that position they shouldn't have a line of sight for mortars or artillery to try to knock the ATG out. Let's see where these guys go in here. If I can find the... is that gonna do any good for them? Yeah. We'll see what happens. And it's going to be a while before that comes in even. I don't want them to... come on, 25 pounders. Come on. That's a good position if they can just call that in. Looks like the Panthers are jammed on that road there. But I really need these 25 pounders to come in. There's a lot of stuff coming in. If I can just get those 25 pounders, just a quick short burst. Let's see what we've got going on down here if I move on. Yeah, it looks as though we're just stuck here. Nothing I can do for the moment. Just hoping that the setup we've got is going to do some good. What? Okay, here we've got some movement. Just trying to go around this. There's a fair bit of smoke built up. There, you've got him. Got, oh, hit him again. Don't let him go past. Yes. Well, that's 2. Here comes number 3. Is he going to be loading quick enough? No, he's put one more into it. Oh. That was going around the flank. That was going around the flank there. Okay, let's have another look at this. Just kind of wasted that last shot into... this Panther just coming into sight here. One bounces. And he just takes him out with the second shot. Had a chance for a third shot, but he put another round into that one. Now that Panther is going to the flank. Which suggests I'm going to have to do some of those Wolverines. Let's see what's going on up here. Still waiting for those 25 pounders to come in. on the sniper spot. It's not really doing anything so far. Okay, now let's figure out what we're doing here with these wolverines. I don't want to take on these panthers with frontal shots from the wolverines. How the heck am I going to get this? I'm getting into a depends really on how far. I mean, they can't. Well, I suppose they could get in through there, couldn't they? Through that and then round there. So let's actually just get rid of that one. That should. There you go, spotted it. Check it out. Come on. Yes. Put another one in. Almost spalling, so it's done some damage inside. Are they going to get another shot? Right, it's gone out of the cover arc. I think it can still see it, but hopefully that's not an account against it. So it spotted it. So that's an injured crew. Okay, let's see what's going on here. But so far pretty good, 3 panthers pretty much down. 2 knocked out, 1 pretty much neutralized. Is this guy gonna make a move? Okay, let me see if I can. Let's just nail this guy. No, it's out of its. It's out of sight of it now. It's unfortunate. It's just got out of that cover armor arc, and there you go. There's a downside of a cover armor arc. You'd think because it's already engaged it that it would continue to hit it, but there you go. Is it gonna keep going? Where is this one going to? Is it gonna go totally around the flank there? It's interesting. These guys are still coming forward. Still not seeing these 25 pounders. I could really do with those coming in. See, they're starting to really get across this open ground. I'm still waiting for that 25 pounder fire. The problem with these half tracks is they've got heavy machine guns on them, so I can take out the infantry, but I've got a lot of supporting fire. So it's really important that we start to do some damage to them, but these 25 pounders are taking forever to call in. Okay, let me needs to be a bit better than that. It would be nice if it told me what the line of sight was on these things, but a lot of panthers coming on. So assault gun panthers. This guy's gonna get overwhelmed pretty quick. One at a time, one at a time, one at a time, one at a time. Go on, that's it, just one at a time. One at a time. Come on, come through there, one at a time. That's it, slow down. Open fire. Fire! Quick! Quick! Yes. One of them's gotten through. That's the headquarters. That's the lead tank. Okay, finally getting 25 pounders in. Now what's this guy doing here? Looks like he's waiting for support. If he's going to go all the way around the flank, I can get a Wolverine in an ambush position. And it has to basically be a shotgun position with a 76mm. I want to hit it right in the flank as it's passing by, point blank range. So we've got 2 panthers that have got through there, which is could be problematic later on. Let's see what's going on up here. And that's that one semi-disabled panther that got through, so. Where did that hit? Miles away. So he's got more armor that way as well. So far that 17 pounder's done really well. 25 pounders are coming on all over the place again. Just gonna see what not an awful lot I can do as regards to issuing orders. I don't know which way these 2 panthers that have gotten through are gonna go. This crossroads here is starting to get very, very busy and very, very important. This assault gun starting to push through. Is that a Stug? Looks like a 3G. Can't tell number of road wheels. I think that's 6. Is that going to be one more to the... Oh, don't tell me, don't tell me, don't tell me, don't tell me. Please don't tell me that it's not going to open up. Please don't tell me it's not going to open up and he's going to let him shoot him. Please. Oh, please no. Oh, that's crazy. Engage it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on, engage it. Engage it. Oh. Oh, that is so annoying. No line of sight. Are you joking me? That is telling me it's got no line of sight. That is telling me it's got no line of sight to that, and that is shooting at it. Let's see. See, this is what annoys me. Now that can see it, but it's got no line of sight to it, yet that can hit it. I mean, if I can get rid of this at some point. See, that is lit up, so that's telling you that it can see it, right? But then that tells you that there's no line of sight. It can see both of these, but it has no line of sight to them. Now that, I think, speaks volumes about the shortfalls. See, that can see it there. I'm just going to watch through this. This is just painful to watch. Hopefully, at least the rifles will do something to it. That's gone straight through as a consequence of that. They're pinned down now. That is frustrating. That ATG Yeah, now they're unpinned. That is annoying, that. Just think, well, hold on a minute. If it can see it, it has line of sight to it by definition. This guy's starting to move again. I'm still wondering what he's doing and which... Is he really going to go all the way around? I suppose he's heading for that road and then...
Roger, fire perfect.
They're getting too much stuff across here for my liking at the moment. Like that assault gun across as well as 2 Panthers. But on the plus side, we have knocked out quite a few Panthers here. It's taken them too long to call in these 25 pounders. So anyway, there we are. We'll just end that group of turns there. Hopefully we'll be able to finish the scenario in the next group of turns. A lot of stuff going on at this crossroads here. Obviously 3 Panthers destroyed. I'm hoping that this Stug... In fact, let me... what was it? There was... I gave somebody a fire order. No, I can't find who it was. Yeah, must have been those guys. Just have to hide them again. The big question that we've knocked out a fair few Panthers. 3 Panthers down, 1 kind of I think it's this one, semi-disabled. I think this one's buttoned, so if I can get into it. Yeah, that one's buttoned. I think this one's open. Oh, is he buttoned as well? Yeah, oh, that's one buttoned as well. And yeah, the big question now is, can I stop this massive infantry? I've got to figure out where they're going to be and then put a barrage down where I think they're going to be. This anti-tank gun hopefully is going to still stay in good shape. I'm going to knock out a few more, but anyway, that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed that, and I will see you again for the final turns. Thanks.